Hey folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to. My voice is a little bit sore today, but yes, a very warm welcome to our Thursday live stream. And oh my God, was in the market like crazy today. It started okayish, then it started going down and down and down. It broke the 16,000 mark, went below 16,000, tested 15,900. And at one point in time, everyone was like, hey, Bhagwan, now what will happen? At 15,900, is it going to proceed further to the 15,800 levels? Or will it see it sustain at that level? Or would we see some sort of recovery? Everyone was like, you know, keeping their fingers crossed as to whether markets will be able to recover itself or not. And what a recovery. Now, today, the adjusted closing price is a little bit below 16,200, but otherwise at 3:30 it was above 16,200. And I mean, those who are like who always have a positive view on the market, they were very much happy with the overall direction of the market. The way we recovered from the day's low was like really amazing, right? Now, if I were to compare Nifty versus Bank Nifty, I can very clearly say that Bank Nifty was like a clear cut winner, because Bank Nifty, the way it performed throughout the day, was very confident. It didn't, it did not go any way close to its support. It was trading high, held itself high, went up, and clearly outperformed the Nifty. So I think in today's rally, the clear cut outperformer, the clear cut gainer was Bank Nifty as compared to Nifty, right? Now, as our theme for today suggests, that mayhem in May, then what is it in June? I'm not sure if you have heard about this or not, but it is, many people say this mayhem in May is like it's going to go all over. I mean, it's not going to be good in the month of May, is what it is generally said. Okay, does it happen that every single time it will happen? Of course not, but it is said that all the traders, all the foreign institutional investors love to sell off in May. And then the big question is what happens in June? Because right now we are really interested to understand what could be the expiry, what could be the direction of the market in the month of June, right? So for that, let's try to analyze what has happened in the past 4 to 5 years. Okay. So for that, as usual, I would want to share my screen so that you also understand. See, I can definitely put an analysis directly in front of you, that out of last 5 years, X number of years it has gone up, Y number of years it has gone down. But how do I say that, right? So for that, I'll quickly share my screen so that even you understand how to make this simple analysis. So I'm on the Nifty chart right now, and I've chosen which type of candle? M, that's a 1 month candle, right? So now if you see here, in the immediate previous year, that is in 2021, Nifty was up barely by 1%. Okay, this is 2021. Nifty was up barely by 1%. Now this is June 2020, and Nifty was up by 7.5%. Okay, this is Nifty for June 2020, 7.5%. So 2 years back to back, June has closed higher. What about the previous one? 1, 2, 3. Okay, here June 2019, 1% lower. Okay, not a big one. Let's go to the previous one in. Okay, this is flattish, 0.2%. Neither up nor down. So again, recalling, 2 years positive. Okay, 1 year terrific positive, 1 year 1% up, 1 year 1% down, 1 year flat, right? So if we go back to 2017 now, and here if you see again just a 1% flat. Okay, so this is what has happened. Okay, if one more if you want, 2016 it was 1.5% up. So what can I say is that if I were to talk about the June series for the last 5 or 6 years, barring 2020, which was, I think, an extraordinary year. Everyone would agree with me, because it was this big fall of 23% in 1 month. And then we had straight recoveries of 14%, 2% barely. 7.5%, backed by again 7.5%. So these were the straight cut rallies in the month of June and July 2020. But barring 2020, it has been 1% either on the upward side or 1% on the lower side. So 1% comes to, even if I say 16,200, it will come to around 162. Even if I round it off, it will come to somewhere around, let us say, 200 points, right? Uh, Now, if I were to talk about 200 points from here, then what range are we talking about? So now if you see clearly 16,400, see if I'm rounding it off, okay? Not going into detail, 16,170, I'm rounding it off to 16,200. And instead of 162, I'm saying let me round it off further to 200 points. So on the upside, 16,400, on the downside, 16,000, okay? But now if I were to go back to the daily chart, let us say, I'm sure everyone will agree with me that the upside is very, very, very much visible. Now, this is what? This is 6th of May. Okay, I want everyone's attention. This is 6th of May. We saw a big gap down opening on the 6th of May. And here, markets closed at 16,411. And post that, whatever trading sessions we saw, 9th May, it touched 16,400. Same is the case with 10th May. Same is the case with 18th May. Same is the case with 23rd May. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points for 16,400 in the month of May. But we have not been able to cross 16,400. So I feel that 16,400 is a very big hurdle that Nifty needs to cross in the month of June. If it is able to cross that, then I see that it can create some wonders. Okay. So once 16,400 is crossed, I think filling up this gap is not at all a big deal. That can be crossed maybe in one gap up also. You never know. Okay, like we had a big gap down here, right? We had a super big gap down. Similarly, we can have a big gap up also. And very closely, if you have seen this red line is what? This red line is the 200-day moving average, and this 200-day moving average is also coming to somewhere around 16,700. So I believe that if 16,400 is taken out, if that's a big if question, then in that case, moving to 16,700 will be like, ideally, I believe, should be very, very easy. Okay, now the only thing is that are we able to move above 16,400? What about the downside? I believe that downside right now risk is comparatively less, is what I feel. 16, the point I said, right? 1% upward, 1% downward. If I say 1% downward, again, I believe 16,000, the psychological support, I believe, is going to be a very, very, very strong support. We going below 16,000 right now, unless and until there is a horrible news, I don't see that coming. Worst case scenario, even if you see here, I'm just drawing this line, okay? One touch point, another touch point, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 touch points. This is the level of 15,750. I think this is a solid, rock solid support. So right now, wherever we were stuck, I think we have spent enough time in this range. I think this is very clearly visible to our eyes as well. On the upper side, 16,400, on the lower side, 16,750 or 16,800. This has been the range in which we have been stuck for the month of May. Question is, will it remain stuck in this time? And if yes, Tariq Janab, or kitne din? For how many more days would we be stuck here? Is there a chance that we might see some nice up move? And for that, I want an answer from you all. Okay. Now, if you can see from here, started our downward journey, right? And ideally, as people who do follow technical analysis, this candle that we made today was surely an encouraging candle for me. So I'm just zooming this in. Okay. This is the candle that I'm talking about, right? So if you want, I'll just quickly draw this for you as well. This candle is what I am talking about. And who can tell me which candle is this? This is a single candle that I'm talking about. Which candle is this? And we are seeing this at the end of a downtrend, right? I can't say whether, I can't say this with conviction that whether this is the end of the downtrend or not. But yes, as of now, whatever downward journey we have seen, down move, downtrend, whatever, what sort of candle is that? I'm stopping the screencast and I want you all to tell me the answer. And Sandeep has given the answer as hammer. Prasanna says hammer. Rushabh says hammer. Rajesh says hammer. Advait says doji. Nah. Okay, Advait has said sorry, it's a hammer. Yes. Raj Gopal says hammer. Dinesh says hanging man. Amit says hanging man. No, it's not a hanging man. You know, we call it as a hanging man if uh, if that same candle, okay, same shaped candle appears at the end of an upward journey, at the end of the up move or the uptrend. Okay, so I believe that you know I if you're talking about the shape of the candle, then it is, I mean, it's exactly the same. The only query is that whether it comes at the end of the down move or whether it comes at the end of the up move. If it's coming at the end of the down move, it's a hammer. If it's at the end of the up move, it is a hanging man, right? Now the big question, yes, agreed, I have understood what is this, but then how do we interpret that? Interpretation is really easy. This is typically called as a reversal candle. I'm repeating, this is called as a reversal candle. And the reversal candle says that whatever trend we are in right now, ideally it should reverse. Okay, so hammer is very important candle to be watched whenever you are looking for reversal patterns. Okay, so if you want to learn more about reversal patterns, if you want to learn more about uh, various other indicators, if you want to learn more about overall strategies and technical analysis, if you want to learn more about uh, a lot of points like ADX, super trend, then anchored VWAP. So my god, so many points this time. This time I've discussed a lot of points in TA 2.0. And in TA 2.0, we have all not only talked about various candles, candlestick patterns, but very important, I've talked about how to filter out stocks. Like when I did my fundamental analysis course, I talked about how to filter stocks using screener. But when I did TA 1.0, I did not talk about how to filter stocks using trading view, right? Instead of trading view, I've used another website and I've taught how to do back testing of your strategies, everything. I've also talked about position sizing. I've talked about how to keep your cool emotional quotient while you take trades. Everything has been discussed in TA 2.0. So if you want to register, then that's the link for you. I will also try to pin this and I'll also try to show this. Okay, so that's the website, rachanaranade.com, and you can use the coupon code CARRYT. Very important, TA 2.0 has not yet been released. As I mentioned, it will be released by this month end. But even if you are going ahead with TA 1.0 right now, my team will help you to get converted into TA 2.0. Okay, small admin process to be completed, and you will be there in TA 2.0, right? You will surely get to learn a lot of things, and you will feel more confident while taking trades. In the meantime, Advait says, during these volatile market days, I feel calm after your Thursday live sessions. Every Thursday, I get sound sleep. Please continue with these live streams every week. Thank you, Rachana. Thank you, Advait, for your amazing feedback. Rushabh asks, ma'am, do students of TA1 get access to TA2? Rushabh, I am not sure about the admin stuff. My team handles that, but you can surely drop an email at support@rachanaranade.com. I'm repeating, you can drop an email at support@rachanaranade.com. My team will surely help you out with whatever is the process, right? I don't look into that, but my team will surely help you out, right? Chalo, so with this basic understanding about Nifty, about the reversal candle that we can see in Nifty, the big question is that shouldn't this move be supported not only by Indian indices but also by the foreign indices? So let us have a quick look at how the global markets are performing right now. So, अरे यार ये मैंने बंद नहीं किया था क्या? 1 minute. Sorry. It should have been this way, right? Chalo, so let me just quickly take you to global markets, how they are performing today, foreign indices. And in foreign indices, let us see S&P 500. क्या बात है? S&P is up almost 2%. Nasdaq up 2.26%. Dow Jones up 1.5%. Kya baat hai? Russell 200, Russell 2000 is basically much more broader index, right? S&P 500 tracks 500 companies. Russell 2000 will track 2000 companies in United States. So I think it's a very good opening by the US markets right now. So foreign markets doing good. And as I mentioned, if we are able to break above 16,400 and sustain above 16,400, we'll be doing a really good job. One more big question. Let me take you to the fixed income checklist that I've done. So we need to check the 10-year yield as well. Okay, so this is the US government 10-year yield. So US government bond के ऊपर का 10-year yield. Always remember bond yields, okay, bond yields and our stock market performance are inversely related. So what does that mean? If bonds are doing well, if the bond yields have gone up, then ideally our stock markets will go down. Okay, now why? Simple logic. I've told this many times on our channel. Quickly repeating that. US government bond is giving me a good interest rate and a short interest rate where default chances are as good as zero, then why would I risk out my money in stock market is what the FIIs feel, and they generally sell off in our Indian market, take out the money. Okay, so basically rupees will be sold, dollar will be bought into. Okay, so rupees sell off will be more, and that is where our currency will further face problem, and that's where they'll be converting into more and more dollars. As and how the yield drops, that is where the I can say that the bond market becomes a little bit less lucrative. So now if you see from from 9th of May 2022, where it saw a high of 3.2%, it has cooled off quite a bit, and right now you can see it has cooled down to almost 2.7%. This is still a big one. Okay, bond yields going down by 0.5% is a big one. You can see this big drop, and that is why we can see a nice that's surely a good sign for our stock market. How have Indian bonds performed? This is the Indian government bond 10-year yield. If you can see a high point 7.49%, and today's whatever it trades at right now, it's 7.29%. So from high point of 7.49 to 7.229, still the yields have cooled off, and again, as I mentioned, this is surely a positive sign. So as I was mentioning, always remember the thumb rule is that whenever bond yields are cooling off, it is going to be a positive sign for our Indian markets, and ideally it should react pretty well, right? So I hope these basic points about our market are very, very, very clear. As again mentioned, Bank Nifty maybe can lead this journey, the next leg journey, and can help us take the market on a higher and higher level. But there is one thing which is, as usual, not going higher and higher. Who has read my mind? As usual. See, like Nifty goes higher and higher and higher. Bank Nifty goes higher and higher. But one thing on our channel never goes higher and higher unless and until some trigger has been given by me. And what is that? Who can tell me? Sanga. Absolutely. Devendra has got it right. The likes, people, the likes. Almost 1800 people watching and some 400 likes. Huh? It's not done here. It's a free live stream. It takes a lot of effort to dig down deep, right? To try and get some nice analysis to put it on table in front of you, coming every Thursday. In spite of a little bit of sore voice, maybe you might be able to hear that from my voice, and still no likes. Simple. I've told this so many times. The more and more likes I get, the more and more YouTube understands that, oh, people are liking this live stream, and YouTube will suggest this stream to more and more people, and yeah, that's how more and more people will get to know about this live stream. Vipul Chandra says, no like, we love you. Arre, but there is no button for that. Right? Pratik says already liked it. Kya baat hai. Thank you. So I hope you have understood what would be the possible direction for Nifty. Of course, I'm going to come back on next Thursday, and I will be talking about uh, what I see for the markets. So I will be talking about that next Thursday as well. As of now, I feel 16,400, which is the big barrier. If broken, we are going to see a ride, is what I feel. By the way, I just wanted to check out whether you all are seeing the community tab post or not. Me and my team have been trying to be really consistent because it was the result season, and almost 4 or 5 times in this same month, me and my team have come up with pro investor special community tab posts, right? And this was the first time when I discussed my F&O trade. Otherwise, I always say that my risk taking capacity and someone else's risk taking capacity can be really different, and that is the reason why I would not I generally don't share my views about F&O. I do F&O, but I started doing F&O after almost, I can't remember exactly, but almost 8 years after I started my investing journey. That's when I started doing F&O. So I that's the reason why I don't share my trade. But this was the first time that I thought that it's a very 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 less risky trade, and I thought if I'm taking, I should be sharing it with my members. And I did talk in detail. So as usual, everyone understands I never ever give recommendations. Okay, it's just pure analysis. So everyone, please see here. This is the channel. This is the community. Okay, so there will be some members only posts, and there'll be some posts which will be open for everyone. Because a lot of IPOs have been coming up, but these are comparatively smaller size IPOs. So if I'm not making a video on that, I do make it a point that I at least write up something for you all to do some base analysis, right? So if you can see here again, eMudra Limited also had done the IPO analysis on the community tab post. This was 2 days ago, again for the pro investor members. Apple update, Bharti Airtel update, all the results update. And here, if you see, first time that I discussed about the derivative segment trade, I said 15,600, 15,800. Guys, haven't I been talking about this range for almost the last 1 month? 15,800, I feel, is a rock solid support. Today also I mentioned about the same one, 16,000 ideally, but even if we go below 15,800, ideally should not be broken. Still, I said this can be like the safest bet for the month. And that is the reason why I had done this post 9 days ago, and I said that 15,550, I believe it's a safe bet, and that is the reason why I had taken this trade. Uh, Whenever I say I had taken this trade, need not necessarily be in my own account. Okay, I could take it from my husband's account or my in-laws account, or could be from my friend's account as well. Okay, so I had taken this 15,500 PE at 68 rupees INR, and today the option expired worthless. So 68 rupees collected, okay, and enjoyed the profit. So yeah, that's how you can also be disciplined. You can understand about futures and options. This was like a, people might say, you invested around 1 lakh rupees. That's the margin money that you have to keep, right? And in that you made only 3,000 rupees post brokerage. That's like nonsense. 1 lakh rupees you are giving, you are getting only 3,000 rupees. This is 3% in 10 days. And I believe 3% in 10 days is mind blowing. Every time we don't get this opportunity, right? It's a very good strike rate, is what I can say. And this is what I told almost 9 days ago, and I'm happy that this turned out well. And anyone who thought that yes, this analysis is correct, if it matched with your analysis, and if someone took a trade, I think the pro investor membership fee is 400 rupees. So 7 months pro investor membership fee mil gaya in one trade, right? So happy for that. Many pro investor members were talking about, ma'am, alkyl amines. What is the scenario with alkyl amines? So I have done this is just 2 hours ago. Today only I've posted this alkyl amines detailed analysis I've given. Okay, so whenever time permits, please go through this. Again, I'm mentioning it might not be feasible for me to do a video every single time. I have many more other commitments as well. So it's not humanly possible for me to do a video on every single point. So that is the reason why I do keep on posting community tab posts as well. So because last live stream last Thursday, many people had asked me, ma'am, please tell us about alkyl amines. What's your view on alkyl amines? Please let us know. That is the reason why we have written a very detailed post on that. And those who read it, you'll get to know about what is my thought process about alkyl amines. Okay. Last Thursday also someone asked, what about some other stocks? See, please understand, 100% of my views are never going to be correct. And same thing I've told on last Thursday also. Out of 10 views, whatever I have, even if I get seven right, I'm super happy. That's a very good strike rate. Okay. So whenever I'm showing my community tab post, uh, it's not about boasting. Okay. Feels good that analysis is correct. Definitely. Why wouldn't I feel good? Right? So on the community tab post, if you remember, last Thursday also I told you, IT sector almost, I guess, 1 month ago, I had discussed that, oh, I feel that there is some bearishness in the IT sector. Have you seen the Nifty IT chart after that? Nifty IT, have a look at this chart. See, see this. This is maddening, isn't it? Dhad, 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 dhad. And just for you to show IT, अरे बाप रे, bullish, कसं सर्च करायचं याला? नाही करता येते बरं. IT sector, I had done, I had taken a poll, IT sector 1 month ago, 12th April. Okay, on that day, अच्छा ये भी बहुत पहले वाला है. On that day it was at closing. अरे इसके भी पहले लिया मैंने. Wait. IT किधर है? This is also 1 month ago. Yes. See, 68% were bullish, 32% were bearish at that time, 1 month ago. And if you see 1 month candle, directly I'll take you to 1 month candle so that you can get to know about in one. एक झटके में समझ में आएगा what happened in 1 month. Have a look at this. See, 1 month down by 11.67%. So again, I'm telling, feels good whenever we are doing technical analysis, whenever we are doing option chain analysis. Okay, takes some efforts, and whenever me and my team we discuss a lot what we feel, whether it is right, whether it is wrong, whatever we try to discuss, we try to build some views, and based on that, I present the analysis in front of you. Okay, so there's a team effort behind this. So it feels really good if we are able to tell people that entry is important but exit is also important, right? So this is the first time that we have been talking about what we feel that is the overall trend about not only the entire market but also about a specific sector, right? So felt good talking about an entire IT space as well. Varimbe Abhijit says, please keep sharing your views of FNO trades. It was good. Sure, Abhijit, that is the thought process. I don't want to bombard pro investors with FNO trades, but I plan that maybe one in 1 month, the one which I feel is ideally pretty safe. Okay, we don't want 10%, 20% in 1 month. Not required. Even if we get 1% in 1 month, 1% in 1 month is like 12% on an annualized basis, still good one, right? So that is what is the thought process. Subramanya Casey also says, ma'am, please keep sharing about F&O trades. Surely I'll do that. So those who are the pro investor members, please ensure that you're renewing your pro investor memberships. Those whose pro investor membership has expired, this would be I will never force anyone, of course I will never ever do that, but I would definitely suggest that you should consider renewing your pro investor membership, because that is where you will gain knowledge, and that is where you will try to develop some conviction. And I'm very happy, the moment I said this, within next 2 minutes Sanjay Mahajan has already joined the pro investor memberships. So this is an investment in knowledge, that is what I say always. And I always would definitely make an effort not only to discuss about one stock, would also surely make ultimate efforts to share my views about a specific sector, or maybe about the point like I told you about one odd F&O trade as well. Perfect. Pratik says, please share some option buying strategies too. Pratik, I'll share one secret right now. I am more of a seller rather than a buyer. So I can say whatever trades I've taken till date in F&O, I can say 95% of my trades have been on the sell side. So my confidence level is much more on sell side rather than the buy side. It would not always be a call sell, but can also be a put sell. But yeah, that's how I have been trading in the market, right? So I hope you have understood all in all about the overall view. Um, Atul Agrawal says, please tell your view on IT sector. So IT sector right now, I believe, has been beaten down quite a bit. The only problem that I see further in IT sector is that it has broken the 38.2% Fibonacci also. 0.32 Fibonacci is also broken. There is one contra view now, because now that it has fallen by almost 23 to 25% in 2 months, 2 straight months, it has gone down by almost 25%. I believe that not much pain ideally should be left from here. The next Fibonacci level is at 25,172. But I would want to wait a little bit more. I would love to see some sign of reversal and then make at least kind of a bullish view on IT sector. It's right now I'm staying away. I have not taken any fresh position in the IT sector right now. That's because I would want to do a little bit wait and watch now for a fresh entry, right? Cool. Welcome to a lot of members today. Asha, Ritesh, Lakshmi, Shubha, Hemant Shah ji says namaskar, namaskar, Hemant ji. Bazar kasa kasa kai. I know. I did talk about my views on that as well. Um, Satish says, hello Guruji, will it be good average Jubilant Foodworks now as it is nearly 52-week low? Hope the bad time is over for the stock. Your reviews, please. In fact, Satish, today it was up by almost 4.7, 4.8% today. And if you see the reports that many brokerage houses have given, they have given very positive views on Jubilant Foodworks. Everyone knows it's one of my favorite stocks. I may be a bit biased towards that. But yes, not only me, you please check out on Google. Almost each and every foreign brokerage house as well has given a positive view about Jubilant Foodworks. So yeah, I mean, I've been adding it for quite some time. Invested in BSE 22% down. What to do? Don't worry, BSE is a lambi race ka ghoda. I don't think I don't think it makes sense to sell in panic is what I believe. All right, Sanjoy and Prashant, welcome to Pro Investor memberships as well. Raj Bhatia says, can you please comment on attrition rate in IT sector and what will be the impact on the sector in the medium term? Attrition rate has been a very big problem for IT sector. Almost 1 out of 3 people were moving out of companies whichever they had joined. So it's really disappointing for the IT sector. Their employee cost is going up, and not a good sign for the IT sector all in all. But I feel that somewhere this will take some pause, may not be immediately, and that's the only reason why I'm telling you that I'm not very keen on jumping into IT immediately. I would want to do a little bit of wait and watch and maybe then enter into this space, right? One more quick question someone is asking: Devyani or or Jubilant, which one is good? Both are good. uh, Devyani is good. I mean, Jubilant to hai hai, so you can choose, right? I think that's it. Ma'am, your views on Asian Paints, says Aniket. Oh yes, Asian Paints did saw a big fall. Reason was not because their fundamentals have gone from bad to worst, or have gone bad as well. Nothing of that sort. It is just that let me just check Asian Paints. I guess a 9 or 10% fall yesterday, 8% fall yesterday, but today again a big fall, but recovered quite sharply. And the only reason why is that one of their, who can tell me the name, if I'm not mistaken, I read it in the news, it is Grasim, if I'm not mistaken. If someone can please correct me if I'm wrong, or just corroborate if I'm correct. I guess Grasim has entered into the paint space, and they can definitely create a big competition for Asian paints, and that is the reason why, see, crude oil and all this and that is so very well known. It has been quite a bit of time now that this is the news, so that's fine. Yes, I'm correct. It is Grasim, right? So that can have an impact on the stock, and that might be the reason why they exactly Ranjit says that they Grasim has planned a capex of 10,000 crore rupees, and that can have some dent for Asian paints, right? So that is the reason why um, the stock saw some sort of knee jerk reaction. I think I'm done for the day. Just one last question that I'm taking from Books and Travel. Please check Orient Bell and Global Education. This will be the last super chat that I would be taking. Orient Bell. Okay. Let me just check. Okay. I see that it has recovered quite a bit from its lows. Uh, the immediate near term target can be around 600, but I do see some resistance at 600. Crossing 600 can be a challenge for this stock, is what I believe. The second one is global education. Okay, let me just quickly go through that as well. Global education. um Global education again, 93, 94 looks like a pretty big resistance. uh if I take it a little bit higher, 96. Where is the 200 demo? 200 demo is way below that. It's not like a very rock, I mean, not a very solid formation as such, but not bad category, I can say, right? Not bad category, based on technical analysis. Okay, Lalit says, one last one of mine, please, ma'am, for past 19 months, I'm a member, and I'm a 6 AM club member also. Kya baat hai, Lalit? But Lalit, where is your question? I can just see, ma'am, one last question from me. Lalit, what is your question? I can't see your question, Lalit. Trying to go back and search, but in vain. Nope. Lalit, Whirlpool. Oh, Whirlpool has not been performing well at all. Whirlpool. It has gone down like anything. Margin pressures. I can see a big hammer right now being formed on a daily candle today also. I would want to wait for a little bit of more reversal. It has corrected like anything. So a better way could be wait and watch. I don't feel makes sense to jump inside it right now. Okay. Well, I guess that is it from my side. Thanks a lot. Karthik Joshi says, lost 8 lakhs in trading. Is it recoverable? Karthik, don't take trades which are, I mean, losing 8 lakhs is not good, Karthik. Uh, try to do a good position sizing. Uh, I would really love to take a lecture on. I will try to ensure that I do a separate video on position sizing. How much should you buy? Should you buy 10 quantity? Should you buy 20 quantity? How much should you buy? You should have a formula for that as well, right? And I have again taken that in my technical analysis 2.0 course as well. So uh, I would surely recommend that you should go and watch that, right? Anyways, next time be careful, Karthik, right? That's what I can say right now. Okay, done for the day. 10:10. Tired. We'll see you in the next Thursday live stream. Everyone, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.